Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the Friday games from the round of the Sweet 16 in the NCAA Tournament with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, who's going to cover every Sweet 16 game with us. So, you'll hear what he has to say about it. Joe Duffy's insights are always very illuminating. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you for having me. You're illuminating.
Oh, I am actually. I think my insights can be illuminating at times. All right. This one, though, I'm not sure if I'm going to have anything illuminating to say. Gonzaga is an 8.5-point favorite over UCLA. This one feels like another one of those judgment calls about the spread, right? I think Gonzaga is going to advance. The question is just on a neutral court, 8.5 points is a lot of points, and UCLA is now 12-3 against the spread over the last 15. So UCLA has been undervalued recently, and a lot of times these teams that get attached with a label doesn't belong in the NCAA tournament, tend to have deep runs and tend to be good bets against the spread. I have Gonzaga in my bracket advancing, and I'm happy about that. But would I bet them at minus 8.5? I don't know. What do you think? Is 8.5 too much, Joe?
Well, UCLA got off to that slow start. I think they were trying to reinvent their offense, change their pace a little bit. But yeah, they're 12-3 or 15-5 their last 20. They are playing well. Obviously, each one of these teams are traveling roughly the same distance to get here, so there's not as I like to call it sometimes, a neutral court advantage really for either team. Now the Zags, I don't know if they're going to lose outright. I'm not so sure. I would bet on UCLA on the money line. They played very well. They have only 2 losses, and one was in overtime, obviously, to an Arizona team who might be the second best team in the country, or some people think maybe Gonzaga is the second best team in the country. But all in all, UCLA, it's a cliche, but it is so true. They're peaking at the right time. Their talent is coming together. The Zags, they've really struggled recently. We know that the Zags are probably the original mid-major Cinderella team, but they haven't really worn that slipper in quite some time under Mark Few. They've had some problems winning in the Sweet 16. So I think it's a potential upset, but UCLA is the play here.
Gonzaga, though, did crush Iowa in their last tournament game. Why do we not? Do you think that UCLA will bring something to the table that Iowa didn't? Iowa wasn't able to?
Well, as I said, UCLA, they are a very athletic team. And look, sometimes you can't completely go nuts over a team's last performance. I know I've run some numbers, and when you have teams coming off of blowout wins, even if they've covered by a significant amount, there's no real significant trend that I've been able to find as far as how they followed up the next game. So it is about making adjustments, and I do think that UCLA will bring this game down to the wire.
Gonzaga minus 8.5 is the current line. Tell us what your website, OffshoreInsiders.com, is all about. More of this kind of analysis there?
You got it. Not only that, but the smaller tournaments are winding down. We're doing well on that, and baseball's around the corner. Been picking underdog and small favorite winners since 1988. So just visit me at OffshoreInsiders.com for our updated menu. When the Sweet 16 gets here, we'll tell you what we've got.
Sounds great, Joe.